that if you want a free press, you need to support it. All races, creeds, colors. One of my favorite people I hired, and she's now a Virginia legislator. She came in to sit down with me, an interview, very bright. And I said halfway through the interview, she says, "You're doing very well, why are you so upset?" She goes, "Well, this is the first time I've ever interviewed as a woman." She goes, "Does that bother you?" I go, "No, I'm already married." She goes, "I think I found a home." Who cares what your sex is? Who cares what your race is? Who cares what your color is? Who cares what your creed is? Who cares if you're gay, straight, transgender? You can come to me and say, "Brian, I've fallen in love with my whisk broom and I want to get married." I would go, "Mazel tov, can you do your job?" That's all that matters. They come in bright, eager to do their job, and they leave. Why do they leave? Because there's no pay. Because what else have the owners cut? Everybody who sells an ad makes good. There are reporters that work for $35 a story in this country, working for community newspapers. How many people, without insurance, without even the possibility, you may not have a job tomorrow. How many people could raise a family under those circumstances?
This is the first interview I ever did with Mitch McConnell. It still exists in paper form. So I have Mitch on record saying, everyone that's elected is accountable. And I use it often. This is printed. The reason why the Bible and the Gutenberg printing press was so valuable is because this cannot be hacked. It cannot be changed. It is today as it was when it was originally printed. And in the court of law, folks, that is finite and more valuable than anything you will see on the internet, which can be hacked and changed at a moment's notice. This is not going to change. And that's why we have value as newspapers.
Thing you can do as a reporter is to not pontificate, is to not give your opinion, but to just show people what's going on. The pictures that you see, the things that you witness, the things as a disinterested third-party observer who's not a part of it but makes themselves a part of it to show other people what's going on, that has a value. And if in some small way you can help contribute to the value of knowledge on the planet, I think that's a good thing to do. And that's what drove me to be here. And that's why I'm talking to you now.
Bottom line here, I appreciate very much the invitation to speak before you. And I appreciate you being here. And I appreciate each and every one of you for the journey you're going through in your life. And I ask a favor. Help the free press, because you're only helping yourself when you do.
I think there is an answer that we all should get behind, and I'll start with this. Subscribe to your local newspaper. Oh. Let me tell you something. There is a information desert in this country. You don't have to go any farther than Gaithersburg, Maryland to see how, when I first got here, there were the Gazette, the Sentinels, the Journal, and the Washington Post all covered Montgomery County. There's no coverage there today. There's no newspaper. Newspapers are dying. You want to know why? Not because they're not valuable. It's because we've killed them. And we've killed them. The businesses have killed them. They've bought themselves up. Hedge funds have bought up hundreds of newspapers, shrunk the staff, and reduced these newspapers to crap. And we don't have newspapers. And why are they important? Well, we talked about how you can go on the internet and find anything that you want. I can pick up a phone, and if I'm good, I can hack whatever news is out there and change it, right? And that's one of the reasons why we don't believe everything that we see, because we know damn well that I can go on the computer and change it. Now, I have a collection of newspapers at home that go back to, I've got 100 and some odd front pages of newspapers going back to 1812. I can pick up that newspaper from 1812. You cannot hack it. It isn't changed. It's valuable for history. It's printed today the same as it was then. That has weight in a court of law. That has weight historically. That has weight as information goes. You know if it's wrong, You can find out it's wrong. You know that it hasn't been changed. So you know what? Go support your local newspapers and buy one and read them, because that's how we build and get out of the newspaper desert and the news deserts that we live in.
Agreed.